Hello again. Um, okay, so you never actually said whether you decided on getting a stripper or not for your bachelorette party. So if you're still looking, already making naked videos, so I guess that would be the next logical step, right? Or would it be the other way around? Do they go from stripping to naked videos? Anyway, I don't have a police officer outfit, but I know how you feel about cops, and I feel maybe a tearaway Bilbo Baggins or Gandalf outfit would be more appropriate for you anyway. Anyway, on to the real topic. I, I think I come at this from a different perspective than you. Someone who's single. I've actually been to a few strip clubs, and I even have a friend who managed one for a while. Uh, so I guess one of the questions you asked was if it's cheating. The first thing is it depends on the obviously it depends on the couple and what the couple's into. Uh, I think the big thing is if you tell your spouse. If you don't tell your spouse and you're trying to hide it, then that could definitely be considered cheating. But to say strip clubs are absolutely off limit, I mean, again, it depends on the couple, but I would say there are reasons why someone might need to go, whether it's a bachelorette party for a friend, uh, sometimes depending on what someone's job is. Business meetings I know have been held in strip clubs. I know someone who was married, and he said from time to time he would have to go to a strip club, but he said he had certain rules. He wouldn't get a lap dance or buy the girls a drink. He said he would throw a couple dollar bills on the stage because the girls were working, but never no touching. No putting it in their g strings or wherever. And I guess that's a reasonable line for someone who's in a relationship. Um, you also compared it to acting and having a love scene. I'm not an actor. I think though, if I were dating someone who was an actress, she had a love scene, I do think I'd feel uncomfortable watching her kissing someone else. Um, and while it is, as you said, it's a job for both people. And I have heard some actors say love scenes are really uncomfortable. You also hear about couples who get together after filming a movie. And I even remember hearing Howard Stern. I know he's not really an actor, but after filming his movie Private Parts, he said he loved making the love scenes, or whether he was just saying that or not, I don't know. But I guess to me the difference is that's only a small part of the job, whereas with stripping, that's the whole job. Um, okay, so on to as am I okay with the idea of stripping? I guess in theory, yes. First of all, it'd probably be a little bit hypocritical of me to say no, having been to them a few times. It has been a while, though I will say. And people should have the right to do what they want, to earn money, assuming they're not hurting anyone in the process. It's hard to have a problem with someone trying to make money to put themselves through college or support their family. And I was reading some statistics, and they said, you know, one third of strippers are actually working to put themselves through college. Yes, is it degrading? Again, I agree with you. It depends on the stripper. There are always going to be people who look down on it, but there are going to be people who look down on most jobs for whatever reason, the money people make or the education involved or whatever. So I think that ends up ultimately falls down to the perspective of the stripper. Uh, but as some of the other stats I was reading, they strippers tend not to be the most mentally healthy people in the world. I'm not trying to say this in a judgmental way or anything. I am not the most mentally healthy person in the world either. Um, uh, if you've watched any watching these videos, I'm sure you've gotten that. But some of the stats are saying 60 to 80% have been sexually abused. 35 to 55% suffer from multiple personality disorder. 60% depression, 55% borderline personality disorder. Uh, and another stat, I only read one place, and they didn't go in. I don't know how true this is. They didn't go into details whether it's all strippers or people who done for a long time. So I don't even know if this is accurate, but they said while the life expectancy of the average American is 78.1 years, the life expectancy of the average stripper is 37.4. Uh, that's the I know it's a job that would take a toll on you. That seems awfully low, so I'm not sure of the accuracy of that. Uh, but talking about how, to an extent, uh, strippers can find the job empowering, that they have a certain control over a man, especially ones who have suffered from abuse from men in the past. They're also saying customers take on the role of the past perpetrator, recreating the feeling of the abuse, but not necessarily in a negative way. It's uh, a familiar, comforting feeling, which at first to me sounded odd, but I know again talking about myself, I, to compare this to sexual abuse is I know way off, you know, way up to the side, but I've always been done a lot of negative self-talk, and well, it's something I'm trying to get out of the habit of. When I get into uncomfortable situations, I find it comforting, the negative self-talk. So I can see where they're coming from. Talking about strippers tend to value their looks above everything else. But they overvalue them, which I guess makes sense being in that job, and have trouble. Well, they're good at reading people. I have trouble with relationships. I guess because they disassociate love and sex. They say only 25% of strippers have a chance of uh, who get married have a chance of the marriage lasting at least 3 years. Uh, and it seems to be a generally bad environment, even if you get into it for a good reason. As I talked about, a friend who worked at one, and saying guys with a lot of money feel almost feel they're entitled to do whatever they want. You know, they kick people out because they get overly grabby. Not only people with money, but you get a lot of obviously drunk people. Uh, you know, he, the way he said he's also had to fire girls for going a little further than a lap dance. He didn't specify how far they went, but I guess offering services beyond what is legal. Uh, which I mean, obviously that depends on the girl, but they say, drug and alcohol abuse is a big thing in a lot of strip clubs. I guess when you're dancing or riding on some strange guy you don't know, it's an easy way to dull the senses, I guess. Um, and that can lead to, alcoholism and drug problems and stuff. Now, all of these stats have been based on female strippers because that's who most of them are. It's a 92% of strippers in the country are female. Uh, Talking about the difference between male and female strip clubs, and there's no scientific evidence, but they say, generally female strippers are better looking. They are sexier because guys who are going to strip clubs are going there, as you said, to get off. Whereas females, can tend to be more of a fun night out. They said a lot of females look at a male stripper as funny. Just the idea of a male waving his junk around is not really sexy. It's just they found it funny. And also, when you talk about the reasons for getting into it, they say that 20% of women of female strippers have dated customers, where about 75% of male strippers have dated customers. So you can see the way they look at the job, it would tend to make you believe that it's more uncomfortable for women, whereas the guy enjoys the. And I said, they get men tend to have a bigger ego, and they tend to maybe enjoy the idea of women ogling them. Yeah, so I guess that's just a few other thoughts. Strip clubs. Sorry if I took a light topic and made it a little depressing. Anyway, I hope you have fun at your bachelor party, whether or not you have a stripper. All right, bye.